the players can introduce themselves. In this match we have for Nepean,
Daniel Mayost, Tom Rourke, Ian McLeod,
Denise Bernstein,
and for Hillcrest,
Vic C, Ming Fong,
Martin Shavinsky,
Stephen Lee.
we'll play 3 rounds of questions with a minute break between each round. Now, if the scorekeeper is ready, let's begin round 1. 40 point snap start to round 1. According to the 1986 census, which province after Quebec has the highest number of...
Ontario.
That's correct. With what sport would you associate Sports Hall of Fame member Norman Kwong? Tom?
football.
That's correct. Who was the first wife of Napoleon I? Janice?
Josephine,
That's correct. The foot-pound or pound-foot is a unit of...
Pressure.
That's not correct. Hillcrest?
Force,
That's not correct. Word for word. 30-point open question on literature. Name these fictional literary characters. This first character was a chief. His name was Frodo Baggins.
Hobbit.
No.
That's not correct. I'll continue for Nepean. In which work can we locate him? Tom?
The Lord of the Rings.
That's correct. In the Dickens novel David Copperfield, we meet a sharp-tongued but kind-hearted lady who is related to David. What was Betsy Trotwood's relationship to David? Janice?
his aunt,
That's correct. In an adult work, we meet the formidable lady who isn't at all pleased at the thought of Darcy and Bingley marrying into the Bennet. Janice?
the importance of being honest,
I'll finish for Hillcrest. Into the Bennet family, which she hates. She is Lady Catherine de Bourgh. In which novel do we meet her? Pride and Prejudice. 30-point open question on blood. What red pigment accounts for... Tom?
Hemoglobin.
That's correct. The fluid in which the...
plasma,
That's correct, Martin. Because you wait till I call you in place. Blood plasma is made up mostly water. Stephen?
No, Martin.
Martin?
white blood cells,
I'll continue for the rest of the question. Which accounts for 90% of its composition. What is blood plasma's next leading component, which accounts for 70% of its
No.
makeup? Tom?
Salt.
No, protein. 35-point team question. In this 2-part team question, whichever team is first to answer correctly the 5-point scramble question in part 1 is then eligible for the remaining 10-point questions in part 2. Part 1 scramble for 5. How many areas in Canada were represented in the 1867 Confederation Conference? Tom?
5.
That's not correct. We just skip over...
No, Hillcrest gets a chance.
Stephen?
4.
That's not correct either. Now we skip over.
No, now we make them all open.
Open questions? Okay. Open questions on Confederation. What journalist representing Canada East? Tom?
William Lyon Mackenzie.
That's not correct. I'll finish for Hillcrest. Representing Canada East was later assassinated. Vic?
Darcy McGee.
That's correct. Which representative of New Brunswick began his career in the medical supply business and went on to become both premier and lieutenant governor of the province? Tom?
Robichaud.
No. Leonard Tilley. Name the doctor from Nova Scotia who...
Howe.
Nope. I'll finish the question for Hillcrest. Who was appointed High Commissioner of Canada in 1883? Hillcrest? Sir Charles Tupper. 40-point open question on assassinations. Identify the following assassinations. The Archbishop of Canterbury slain in 1170.
Thomas Becket. Ordered by...
Yeah.
The French Revolutionist stabbed to death in his bath by Charlotte Corday. Ian?
Marat.
That's correct. The Mexican revolutionist who was killed in 1919 by agents of President Carranza.
Zapata.
That would be correct, yes. The Egyptian president who was... Stephen?
Anwar Sadat.
That's correct. 20-point open question on botany. Both of the following plants or flowers have something to do with food. It's a perennial plant of the figurat family with snapdragon-like flowers of yellow and orange. It is sometimes known as wild snapdragon, but its more common name contains the name of 2 common foods. Vic? Butter and eggs. That's correct. This plant has red and yellow flowers. Its seeds are pickled as capers, and the leaves and flowers, even the stems, often find their way into salads. What plant is this? Vic?
The Bailey.
No. Nepean?
Juniper.
No. Nasturtium. And the correction there, Roger, is it's not seeds. I think it's buds.
Oh, buds. Okay, just hold on. Let me get that. I'll send in all these corrections. There's a zillion of them every pack. It's not seeds, but buds, eh?
I believe so.
Okay.
They should look like buds.
Okay.
Okay, 80-point assigned question on words. Here's an assigned question on words in which each member of each team is assigned a 10-point question. If you miss your question, then your counterpart on the opposing team will have a chance at it for 5 points. I'm going to give you an English word and ask you to name either the man who introduced it into the language or the work in which it was introduced. First team for Nepean. Dan, the word is Yahoo.
Far from the Matic crowd.
No, Vic?
Gulliver's Travels.
That would be correct, yes, 5 points. For Tom, the word is chortle.
John Dunn.
No. Ming? No response? Lewis Carroll through the looking glass. For Ian, pandemonium. No. Martin?
Pandora's box.
No. John Milton, Paradise Lost. And the last one for Janice, quixotic. Quixotic.
Utopia.
I'm sorry?
Utopia.
Stephen?
Don Quixote.
Yeah. Okay, Don Quixote, but we'll accept that.
Team Beach. The first one is for Vic. Okay. Shylock.
Merchant of Venice.
That's correct. For Ming, Shangri-La.
Lost Horizon.
That's correct. For Martin, Utopia.
Moore.
That would do it. Yep. And for Stephen, Malaprop.
Charles Dickens.
No. Janice?
Les Miserables. Les Miserables.
No. Sheridan, Rivals. 30-point open question on Canadiana. Who made the following statements about nationalism in Canada? Which former Prime Minister said, just as Canadian unity is based on diversity, so our nationalism must be international in a speech?
Pierre Trudeau.
That's not correct. Hillcrest?
Diefenbach.
No, Lester Pearson. I should have completed the question. I don't.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay if the other team doesn't have the discipline to hold back to that.
Okay. Which Toronto international financier said in 1963, Canadian nationalism, how old-fashioned can you get? Tom?
Thompson.
No. Hillcrest? E.P. Taylor. Who said, sure, keep it Canadian, but how? You know. Who did we push around after meeting with a delegation from the Committee for an Independent Canada in 1971? Tom?
Pierre Trudeau.
That's correct. 40-point snap break to end the round. What title was given to the two highest magistrates of the Roman Republic? Tom?
Consuls.
That's correct. What is the name used in England for the English people, just as Uncle Sam stands for the United States and its people?
John Bull.
That's correct. Who was the first man to walk in space? Tom?
Aldrin.
That's not correct. Hillcrest?
Neil Armstrong.
No. Alexei Leonov. What former member of the Benny Goodman Band was the first jazz musician to gain fame as a drum soloist? Janice?
Gene Krupa.
That's right. 1 minute break. 40-point snap starts around 2. What Nova Scotia town, which in French means great meadow, was the birthplace of Sir Robert Borden? Janice?
Cambrai.
That's correct. What is the capital of Libya? Martin? Dan?
Tripoli.
That's correct. Which king led England to victory at the Battle of Agincourt? Tom?
Richard.
No.
Alfred.
No. Henry V. What Prime Minister of Great Britain was born in Canada? Tom?
Walpole.
No. No, Preston?
George.
No. Andrew Bonar-Law. What am I question? This question is worth 40 points if you guess the answer on the first clue, and 10 points less with each succeeding clue until either team answers the question correctly. Clue A. I am found in wooded areas over most of North America, excluding the southeast U.S. Tom?
Fiddleheads.
No. No, Preston?
Evergreen trees.
No. Members of most species weigh 23 to 27 kilograms. I forage in trees at night. Vic?
Bear.
No. Ian? Jen?
Raccoons?
No. Predators that come in contact with me may get the point early that I am not easy to get along with. Tom?
Porcupines.
That's correct.
20 points, yeah.
30-point open question on newspapers. What is the term given to a newspaper which differs from standard newspapers in?
A tabloid.
That's correct. Toronto's leading daily tabloid, The Sun, has had a great deal of success since it started up in the early 1970s. At present, who is its editor? John Downing. Another leading American tabloid is The Sun Times, which was established in 1948. In what city? Vic?
Chicago.
That's correct. 30-point open question on Renaissance masters. Which great Italian artist and sculptor numbers among his famous sculptures?
Michelangelo.
That's not correct.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I was looking at the second name.
yeah, that's his last name. Buonarroti is his last name. Okay, so it's okay.
Not
It's
an
Michelangelo, it's okay.
What great Renaissance artist was known as a universal genius because of...
Da Vinci.
That's correct. Name another great Italian painter famous for his masterpiece, The Birth of Venus.
Botticelli.
That's correct. 40-point open question on Big. It's 30 feet in diameter and 2 feet thick. It's been called the biggest man-made tourist attraction in Northern Ontario. It's on the outskirts.
The Sudbury Nickel.
No,
We'd buy that?
no.
No, Chris? I'll finish it. It's on the outskirts of Sudbury. What is it? It's the Big Nickel.
It's called the Big Nickel.
That's
Yeah,
Big in common.
yeah, I know. Sudbury Nickel, Big Nickel.
Big is the key. Oh, big. Big. What was the term used to describe the Ontario Conservative Party?
The Big Blue Machine.
Yes, yes. Blue machine would have been out, you see. That's why the big.
Gotta have the big. He is said to roam the...
Oops, oh, okay, just reset.
Okay, I'll finish. I'll start the question again. He is said to roam the remote regions of the Pacific Northwest. What?
In?
Bigfoot.
No.
No. I'll finish the question. What is the other name for Bigfoot? Stephen?
Sasquatch.
That's right.
Sucked in, you see.
Hypothermia is the artificial reduction of body...
Heat in the head. Loss of heat in the head.
I'll finish the question for Nepean. Is the artificial reduction of body temperature used mainly in open heart surgery. The doctor who developed the technique at the Toronto General Hospital has a big in his surname. He was Dr. William who? Janice?
Bigwell?
I'm sorry?
Bigwell?
I don't think so. Bigelow is the name of it. Good try. 80-point open question on music. Wonderful.
So, Mr. Scorekeeper, if you could come down and press the on button, that way Mr. Marshall could read the questions and be ready to hit the pause. Yeah, there's a play.
2 hands, one on the pause button, one on the go button. Okay. Listen to the following selections as indicated. Answer the following questions. Okay, so play, and we'll have a cue up here.
Music cuts for pack number 26, 1988-89 school read season. Questions number 51 to 58 in the pack. There are 4 selections with a 3-second pause between each. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, the question
Pause,
is,
please.
which of the three B's of classical music, Stephen?
Bach.
That's correct. Next, Pat.
Next question.
We'll take it with the same question.
Yeah, there's 2 questions per.
Okay, what great Canadian pianist recorded, Stephen?
Glenn Gould.
That's correct. All right, I got the
Oops, reset.
The first question is, this arabesque is the work of what French composer? Stephen?
Maurice Ravel.
That's not correct. Okay, Tom?
Debussy?
That's correct. The second question, Debussy is a composer of what century? Stephen?
The 20th.
That's correct. First question is, a merging of jazz idiom and symphonic work. Stephen?
Rhapsody in Blue.
No. No.
I think we'll have to continue the question from Nepean. This was called a rhapsody in what color?
Blue.
Yeah, I know it's picky, but that's with wording questions like that, the first word was not correct in the answer.
We don't want
The
color
first.
if you're
I know, but look, you take a chance. It was a trick question.
Question 2. The composer was what well-known American?
John Philip Sousa?
Correct, Stephen?
George Gershwin.
That's correct. Okay, next cut, please. First question. What is the significant instrument in this concerto? Stephen?
The trumpet.
That's correct. Second question. What German composer created this work? Stephen?
W.A. Mozart.
No. Nepean? Yeah.
Weber?
No. Haydn. Okay, going on. 30-point open question on mathematics. Solve the following questions. The product of 80 and 3 divided by 12. Janice?
20?
That's correct. Half of 64 added to the square root of 64.
40.
That's correct. Twice 44 decreased by 11 and divided by
7.
Right. Tom got it.
40-point snap break to end the round. Who led the crusade against so-called un-American activities in Washington?
McCarthy?
That's correct. What tribe of North American Indians inhabits a reservation in northeastern Arizona? Janice?
Cree?
No. Hillcrest? Yep.
Apache?
No. Hopi. Who was Robin Hood's lady love? Ian?
Maid Marian?
That's correct. With which branch of the creative arts would one associate the name Aristide Melon?
Sculpture?
That would be correct. Twice. Could pronounce it correct.
Okay.
All right, to round 3. What is the first name of Ed Broadbent's wife? Ian?
Lucille?
That's correct. In Japanese currency, how many sen does it take to make a yen? Tom?
100.
That's correct. What rare earth element is named after Ytterby, a Swedish village? Tom?
Ytterbium.
That's correct. Meningitis is an inflammation of what parts of the body? Ming?
The throat?
I'm sorry?
Throat?
No.
No. Ian?
The spine?
Yep. Yep.
There's a problem with that rare earth question. There's terbium and yttrium.
Yeah, there's 4 of them. There's 4 of them. Yeah, there's 4 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a bad question. I had to reword it, but there's 4 of them.
35-point team question. In this 2-part team question, whichever team is first to answer correctly a 5-point scramble question in part 1 is then eligible for the remaining 10-point questions in part 2. Part 1, scramble for 5. What name is given to the group of chemicals which includes bromine, iodine, and Tom?
Halogens.
That's correct. Part 2, Nepean, that was the right answer. The remaining questions on halogens. First question, what halogen has the highest electronegativity of any element known to man?
Fluorine?
Janice, that's correct. Which highly poisonous halogen gas, when combined with a certain extremely reactive metal, forms a common household condiment? Janice?
Chlorine?
That's correct. Which halogen has great infection combating properties? Janice?
Iodine?
That's correct. 40-point open question on history. On December 21st, 1620, the Pilgrim Fathers landed in North America. They stepped ashore in what is now
Plymouth Rock.
That's correct. From what Devon port did their ship, the Mayflower, set sail? Stephen?
Plymouth.
That's correct. Before their arrival in North America, the Pilgrim Fathers fled England and the rule of James I, bound for continental Europe. To which country did they go? Tom?
France.
That's not correct. Hillcrest?
England.
No, Holland. The Pilgrim Fathers were English church dissenters. What was the other shorter name? Tom?
Quakers.
No.
What I have here.
No.
Hillcrest, I'll finish the question. What was the other shorter name by which they were known? Puritans. 30-point open question on sports. The following questions deal with the National Hockey League. In which Canadian city was the NHL founded in November 22nd, 1917? Tom?
Montreal.
That's correct. In 1971, the NHL received competition from the World Hockey Association. Tom?
Bobby Hall.
I'll finish the question for Hillcrest. When the World Hockey Association was created, multiple choice, how many teams were franchised by the World Hockey Association? 12, 15, or 17? Ming?
12.
15. Today, the NHL is composed of 2 conferences and 4 divisions. Identify the 4 divisions. Ming?
Adams. Norris. Smythe. Adams, Norris, Smythe, and Patrick.
40-point open question on movies. I will name 3 films, all directed by the same person. You give me the name of the director. Darling, Midnight Cowboy, and
John
Dan?
White.
No, I'll finish the question for Hillcrest. John Huston.
No.
John Schlesinger. Second question. In the Heat of the Night, Fiddler on the Roof, and Moonstruck.
Norman Jewison.
That's correct. Last Tango in Paris.
Bernardo Bertolucci.
Yes, Dan. A 130-point snap out to end the game. Which law of science states that equal volumes of... Martin?
Avogadro's law.
That's correct. Which automobile manufacturer produces such models as the Phaeton and Silver Cloud? Tom?
The Rolls Royce.
That's correct. Who was the first Secretary General of the United Nations, holding the position from 1946?
Dash Hammarskjöld.
No.
I'll finish the question to 1952 for Hillcrest. Stephen?
Boothant.
Treaty Lee. Which city hosts Canada's largest annual Oktoberfest celebration? Stephen?
London.
No. Nepean?
Kitchener.
Yeah.
By that. In Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, what is Frankenstein's Christian name? Ian?
Victor.
That's correct. How many member nations are there in the European Economic Community? Tom?
13.
That's not correct. Hillcrest? Mick?
7.
11 is what's right there. Which pitcher won the National League Cy Young Award in 1981? Vic?
Lamar Boyd.
No. Michigan?
Nolan Ryan.
Fernando Valenzuela. In English Cockney slang, what does apples and pears mean? Steve?
Good.
No. Michigan? Pears. The British actor John Gielgud has a title before his name. What is it? Ian?
Sir.
That's correct. Where were the World Junior Hockey Championships held in 1988? Nick?
Moscow.
That's not correct. Anchorage. In what country is the city of Turku? Tom?
Finland.
That's correct. Ray Billu was the former host of Razzle Dazzle. He is now starring in what new CBC TV series? Shipper and Company. Give the word that goes before the following three words to make three new words. Box, skate, and bird. Ian?
Base.
That's correct. Do we need any corrections with tiebreakers, Roger?
Somebody in the audience points out that the question on the European Economic Community, the answer 11 is wrong, apparently, because probably this question was made up 25 years ago, and since then, one or two other countries, but both answers given were wrong, supposedly, so that's it. Okay, good game. That's it. Thanks.